My name is Harleen Chima and my student ID is AUI 3218. I'm presenting a report on agriculture production in Australia, basically the recent drought of 2018 and 19. So talking about the agriculture industry, it has played a significant role in country's development. So the traditional supremacy of the country in wheat and sheep production continues in 21st century. So however, the agriculture industry has diversified gradually in recent years. So this presentation overall will analyze the Australia's agriculture sector precisely in order to understand its agriculture background and market structure. It will also discuss about the issues related to the agriculture industry and its impact on the industry and economy as a whole. So furthermore, government policies that are taken into consideration for stabilizing this issue will also be discussed accordingly. So talking about the background of the agriculture industry, this sector has successfully fed the country's increasing population and it has generated huge employment opportunities. So in 2016, the agriculture sector of Australia exported approximately $44.7 billion, which accounted for approximately the 145 of the country's total goods and service export. The farming sector has made linkage between urban and rural Australians as suppliers and buyers. So basically the skilled employment in Australian agriculture industry helps Australian farmers to remain competitive in international market. So Australian farmers have successfully gained over the years. For instance, in 1966 and 67, the country's total dairy cattle herd production was around 2,380 liters of milk for each cow annually, while the quantity has increased to approximately 5,675 liters per cow during 2010 and 11. So the government has also invested significant amount in research and development for innovating new agriculture techniques. Social aspect of the agriculture industry. So basically the social aspect, Australia has around 85,681 farm businesses, among which 99% of the businesses are owned and operated by the Australians. So each farmer approximately cultivates enough food to feed 150 domestic homes, having almost 600 people and 4,050 foreign homes. Hence, statistically, Australian farmers, they produce around 93% of the country's daily supply of domestic food. So during 2016-17, almost 30 lakh 4,200 people work directly in Australian agricultural sector. So this was all about the social aspect. Next, we'll talk about the market structure. So now the next part will be discussed by our next group member. So Mohammed, please come and share about the environmental aspects.
My name is Mohammed Kamran and my student ID is ZTA3053. And as my groupmate Harleen was presented our first topic, now I am going to present my second topic, like environmental aspects of agriculture industry. Australian farmers can be described as the lead environmental, which own, manage and monitor around 48% of the country's total land mass. It is observed that the primary industry has helped Australia to reduce the intensity of greenhouse gas emissions by 63% from 1996 to 2016. Furthermore, water consumption of Australia has also decreased by 7% between 2013 to 2015, in which agriculture sector has played a vital role. After that, I'm going to present economic aspects of agriculture industry. From economic perspectives, it can be seen that the agriculture sector has successfully contributed 3% to the country's total gross domestic product during 2016 to 17. The gross value of Australia's farm production was $60 billion. As of 2017 and 18, the gross agriculture value of Australia has declined by 3% to 4%. It becomes $59 billion. The production value of broadacre crop has been declined during 2017 to 18 due to its regular labor productivity. It was my topic. Now I will invite my next group member, Priyanka, to present the next slides.
My name is Priyanka and my student ID is EMB3980. Today I am going to talk about market structure and the associated issue of agriculture in Australia. Actually, agricultural industry in Australia follows perfectly competitive structure where a large number of farmers produce an insignificant share of the total agricultural production within a year. The agriculture industry has a close relation with USA, India, UK and other Asia Pacific countries. The figure shows the market equilibrium of Australia's agricultural products, and with the demand and supply law, it can be observed that the market price of agricultural products will remain the same. Similarly, the given figure shows the share of Australian agricultural industry to the country's gross domestic product that has fluctuated drastically over the last 10 years, and change in weather is the major issue for agriculture in Australia. This means drought, which has affected the cultivation of livestock adversely in Australia. During July 2018, New South Wales has recorded as the 5th driest land having the highest temperature in Australia. Due to this, the grazing pastures has become dust and consequently feeding animals have become costly. Now my next friend Dan will discuss about the remaining parts.
My name is Dan. My student ID is IMC3076. Today I would like to talk about impact of the issue on the industry. The natural production system of Australia agriculture remain flexible as well as adjusted with the changing climate of the country. It's expected that the volume of system production during 2018 to 2019 has declined by 6% at a natural level. The Australian exchange value in terms of the US dollar value have farmers as well as expected to gain full benefits during 2002 to 2003. However, the conditions have changed in 2017 to 2018. Have the condition price of Australian agricultural products have increased in the term of US dollar. And the next part, I will talk about government policy. Australian government have taken some measures which are deprived like from household allowance, package to support dairy, tax measures, farm management deposit, rural financial counseling service, brown community program, farm business consumer loan scheme, management from brick program, and also and next one I will conclusion. Hand from the above discussion is observed that agriculture sector of Australia have significant importance in developing countries' economic, social, and cultural background. The markets experience a perfect competition in both domestic and international markets. However, extreme weather of the countries have affected the industry adversely. The recent drought occurs in 2018 to 2019, which also adversely affects the country's agriculture industries and the economy as a whole. In order to reduce the negative consequences from this natural disease, the government of the country have implemented many policies and schemes. At the end of presentation today, thank you for watching and thank you for listening.